What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? You already know who it is. It's your girl Tam from Texas coming back at you with another pow. Excited, elated. It's been a minute. It's been some time, guys. Today is really a different type of. Give me one moment. Let me look at something for us real quick. But today has been a bit different for us right now, which is why I'm doing it live. This is my first live by myself. This is my first live by myself, but I have been on other people's lives. This is my first live by myself. So I'm basically looking at something for myself real quick. Don't know if you guys can see me, hear me, none of that right now. That's actually what I'm checking on right now. So let's take a look. Before I even get started talking and stuff like that. So, before I do any of that, I do just kind of want to make sure. Yeah. So yeah. Looks like I'm on. You know what I'm saying? So guys, real quick, thank you so much for whoever tuned in, whoever come back, like and subscribe, whoever come back, leave a comment. Thank you guys so much. So again, today is going to be a bit different. And I'm gonna try to have this up over here on this end so I can see if like anybody commenting or anything like that. But like straight up, guys, listen, like it's been crazy out here in Texas, and so that's pretty much what this live is about. I have not been able to really look at anything on YouTube as far as like the content. Haven't been able to make any content right now. Lights just came on. They've been on for maybe 10 or 12 hours or so. Still kind of shortages to our internet going in and out, things like that. So if it goes out while I'm recording, I certainly apologize, but this video is extremely important to me and to our community right now in Houston. I did have the opportunity to work overtime today, did not work it because I'm trying to keep as much power sources down so that I am able to allow them to create power sources for other people that's still in our neighborhood. A half a mile up, we were riding last night, actually we were riding the night before, and a half a mile up, still no power. A half a mile north, south, east, and west, still no power. Restaurants still down, and so basically this is what this is for. Guys, listen, if you know anybody that has YouTube channels, tag them in this. If you know anybody, like share this video to as many people as you possibly can. Right now, we still have people without power. Phone services are horrible, guys. Monday, it was almost like every phone company shut off the surge to anybody. No services, no nothing. People that have electricity or that have lights have no cell phone services. And so for us, we did run off a generator for like 2 days. And then, our power came on at like 5 or 6. Yesterday, our power came on. And so, we was excited for that. But still, me and my son been getting up every morning, going out, checking on people just to ensure that everybody's okay. Just to see if they need water. We had bought ice from Sam's Club, 2 big old bags of ice, because people was like in our neighborhood chat saying they didn't have ice, they didn't have water, and so that's pretty much what this video is going to be. This live is going to be about today. I'm not somebody that good with live, so if I mess up, if I stumble, anything like that, excuse me in advance. But I just kind of wanted to give out notice because there's news, and there's the news giving the news that they want to give. And not saying that it's all bad news, but it's like, food and water is good, but right now we need to reach those companies that have like electrical fans, like fans that don't need like an outlet, like battery operated fans and stuff like that, because it's hot. It's hot. Water is being provided, ice is being provided, but AC, if people are in flood and places that are flooded, it's like how can they get to the AC? How can they get to gas station? Y'all, I bought my generator. Let me tell y'all. I bought my generator 3 days before the hurricane. Shout out to Sam's Club. They had them on sale. I bought it 3 days before the hurricane. How about I forgot to get gas? I was working, but the day before the hurricane, I was actually off, and I forgot to get gas. And when the lights went off at 5:40 that morning, I was like, oh my God. Like, in the need of trying to protect everything and trying to protect my family. The one thing that I needed was gas, and I forgot. But I kept in my mind, I told my friend, I said, listen, when we need it, because we didn't need it at that time, it was daylight outside. The house was still cool from the AC, so it wasn't hot or anything like that. But I told my friend, I said, when we need that gas, God gonna provide that gas. It was about 6 o'clock. Well, actually, the kids' grandparents, they came over and was like, hey, everybody going out to Target. Real quick, let me pause. Let me do that timeout. I got to give a shout out. Target, I'm in no affiliation with Target. I'm not paid to say this about Target. Target was literally, man, let me tell you. Target let us come in. Target was open. Target let us shop. Target let us plug our phones up. Target let us use their whatever internet band, because we couldn't get it. We had no service. The kid grandparents came and said everybody was at Target, because Target was the only place or area they had where you can call out people and things. My mom stayed 20 minutes away from me. I just wanted to check on everybody because I'm a natural protector. Like, that's natural for me. So the natural thing for me to do is to ensure that everybody is protected to the best of my ability. So I couldn't call my mom. I couldn't call my aunts. I couldn't call, like, my sister's on the road. She was in Chicago. She drives trucks, so she was on the road. She was just, like, concerned and nervous and stuff like that. And so once we got to Target, shout out to Target. Target, let me tell you something. Shout out to you, Target. Real talk, like, yo, Target is my place to shop. From, like, and everything was so organized, y'all, but that parking lot looked like a baseball game was going on. That's how many people was inside of that, inside of our mall area in the parking lot. It was packed because Target allowed us to come in, shop, get air. Man, it has been amazing. It's not over, because we are still dealing with the aftermath. We are still dealing with people that are still without power. My godmom called me today she's in Dallas, and she called me today. Called me early this morning. Was like, "Are y'all okay?" She crying on the phone. I'm like, "Yes, ma'am, we good." And I was like, I'm like, right now, like, we got our power back. It's people around us that still don't have power, so we be kind of checking on them to ensure that they okay and stuff like that. And she said, well, she's like, I'm just concerned because there's a guy that's like, he shot the deputy police, and I was like, what's going on? And so she was like, he's shooting because he don't have air. He don't have their lights are still off. Like, we went 2 days and a half. People are on day 3. Like, we're Thursday now, and people still do not have power. So my thing is that my reach out and my talking to as many people as I can, and my please pass this message on is that, like, to these companies that have these battery operated sources that has all of these like sources that does not need actual power. Louisiana was so prepared, and we are in one of the biggest states in America. One of the states that years ago was trying to be its own country. Years ago, Texas was trying to be its own country. And it's like, for us to be in a category 1, for this to be a category 1. And I watched the news. I watched all of the data because, again, I'm a natural protector. And any other time there's a hurricane, I'm pretty calm, I'm pretty cool, I'm pretty collected. This time, God had my antennas up. Like, I'm talking about up. We've had hurricanes. We've been here I moved here from Michigan about maybe 10 years ago. We've been in this house for about 6 years. We've had hurricanes. I've never like it might like I always have a sense of calm. I talk to my trees. I don't care how weird you think it is. I do believe that we are attached to this planet. So I talk to my trees. Every time there's a weather thing going on, I talk to them, and and then I have no concern. This time when I talk to my trees whistled like it was like. So I was like, okay, I never heard that before. Never heard my trees whistle. Let me tell y'all again. I've never heard my trees whistle before when I talk to them about the weather. So I was like, okay, I've never heard that, so maybe it's a new language. You know what I'm saying? So I'm relaxing, I'm chilling, I lay down, I get ready to go to bed. One of my friends messaged me on Facebook and was like, hey, y'all got something coming in about 3 days. So I'm like, what's coming? What's going on? She sent me the screenshot of like our weather forecast, because I'm not a news watcher or anything like that. Just too much negative going on. So she sent me this, and I said, what is this, a swamp? Like my first thing was like, is this a tsunami? That was the first thing that I actually thought about and considered was, is this a tsunami? Right? And so when I started looking, they started talking about Hurricane Beryl. And I was just like, okay, all these hurricanes. And so, of course, I prayed, I go talk to my trees again. That's what's happening with my trees. I had to be to work in 30 minutes. 30 minutes I had to be to work. I called my friend Nicole. I said, we need to go pick up a generator. She's like, what? I was like, I don't know. Like, my spirit is telling me to go get a generator. I was going to order the generator offline. But it said that we couldn't pick it up until after I had started my shift. So I was like, no, let's go pick this thing up, because I know people are going to be like heading, going places, trying to get generators. So let's go get the generator right now. So when we got there, picked up the generator, I had a sense of calm. Again, my trees. I can't speak for nobody else's trees. When I went out there and had a conversation with my trees after I got the generator, there was no whistling. It was just like, they was just like waving. Like they was like just waving. So I felt good. I was excited up until I realized the day of, I had no gas. No gas. And then I had a couple of older neighbors, and I was just letting them know, hey, once I got my gas, I was letting them know, like, hey, I got a generator. If you guys need air, anything like that. So then they went and bought generators. I helped them put their generators together and everything like that. But y'all, like, this live video is really just to get the message out there. Like, we literally need companies that have things that are battery operated for people out here that has not had power in 3 days, right? The stores are starting to open now in our area. I'm just speaking on our area. We had nothing for 2 days. We actually, like, there was restaurant open. Shout out to Texas Roadhouse. Shout out to McDonald's. McDonald's was open the day of the hurricane hit, and I think they opened it like because we went to Target at around. I'm sorry, not Target. Once we saw the gas station open, which was that miracle that I needed. So shout out to Kroger for having gas. Shout out to Chevron. It was Kroger and Chevron. They had gas. Guys, and I say them lines was wrapped around the corner for gas. They was wrapped around the corner because nobody else. We have a 7-Eleven that is literally not even a half a mile up the street from us. Was closed. No backup generators, no nothing. And then we go over to where our daughter goes to school at. Bam, Kroger. Whoop! Gas station open. Got up in there, filled my gas cup. But y'all, let me tell y'all something. I knew that if I needed the gas, it would provide itself for me, because that's how much I trust God. That's why my slogan is, the Lord is my shepherd and I shall not want, because my needs will always be provided. It is so real. It is so true. It is so magnificent. And so my message is to companies out there, to pages out there. I follow a lot of people pages. I follow a lot of people live content. A lot of them have like 1,000 people watching, 1,800, 3,000 people watching. Like, I watch our content, and the content is great. Even in my thing, I still got Coach Prime, because we got to call a timeout. Colorado is still my #1 team for next year, but I still got to call a timeout right now, because I got people that's in my state that need the help of other states. I got people that's in my state that need the freedom that other states have in this point, as far as getting them some type of gadgets, solar panels. Anybody that know a solar panel company, get these solar panel companies to this, like all of this stuff that's being advertised, all of this stuff that's being like, yo, this is your advertisement. This is what's happening to us right now in Texas is your advertisement. What's happening to us right now in Texas is your commercial. It is your commercial. Send your products out here. If you're trying to, your commercial becomes a live thing when you can help live people. Because right now commercials are done behind the scenes. They put the lights, they create the havoc, they create the situation. You don't have to create this situation to make your commercial. Your commercial right now at this time, could be performing right here with sending gadgets that can help during the storm. Me, about I want to say 4 months ago, because we had like a bad storm that came out of nowhere. I bought walkie-talkies. And then I actually became an affiliate on Amazon to sell the same walkie-talkies that I got. I'm not even putting nothing down there for you to buy from my affiliate. What I'm saying is, it's like this right here. When I had to go to the gas station, I was able to, because again, we had no connection. We had no internet connection. We had no phone services. All these internet connections that is skyborne was nowhere to be found during this time. So we literally had to use walkie-talkies. When I got to the gas station, they went open. I chirped and was like, "Hey, can you still hear me?" My friend is like, "Yes, I can still hear you." Cool. This gas station don't have no gas. We was able to communicate via the walkie-talkies. We was literally able to communicate via the walkie-talkies because all of the phone services was down. So even if you can service walkie-talkies to these people so that people can be able to contact who they need to contact. We don't have airplane supply over here. We'll just show normal everyday people that wake up in the morning and go to work. If y'all can fly up in the sky and y'all can drop plant fertilizer and all of this stuff that's being created by Amazon with all these flight drop-offs and stuff like that, like y'all can get this stuff to the communities. I understand that y'all want to go, hey, let's get this group to it. Like y'all, I listened to these people for 3 days tell us that they was prepared for the worst. I heard them for 3 days tell us that they was prepared. Do you know to be prepared means that you don't have to get ready? To prepared means is that the Bluetooth is already prepared to wire whatever signal comes to it. To me, that's what prepared is. Prepared is already pre-wired in case the situation is uncontrollable. We lied to our state because there is no way that you have people on the news. The news anchors is still out there interviewing people with nothing. I don't even see them. I don't even see the people that's running the news taking them water. And they have a whole safety truck that protects them. A whole safety truck that keeps them with AC and things like that. I have not seen nobody say, "Come over here to the truck so we can interview you so you can at least get some type of AC." I'm not saying that people shouldn't buy generators and things like that because, I did buy a generator. But everybody don't have that means to access to money like that to be able to go out there and get things that's $300, $400. Right now we're talking about the now. Right now we're talking about giving back to the community. When I say the community, I don't mean just come back and give it to one state. I'm talking about the community as far as the people. Not just my color of skin, any color of skin, because all of us out here burning up. All of us out here in heat. All of us out here trying to figure out how can we help the next person, how far can we go. Actually, when we was on our way to Kroger, on the feeder, I made a U-turn to go through the streets because the feeder was flooded. So it's like my mother-in-law is still out in the still out deep Houston, still with no power, and it's day 4. Elderly lady. We've been calling her, texting her every day. Hey, you okay? Hey, you good? We don't have the means to go up into helicopters and go supply all these things. But my thing is that I stopped watching the news because I'm looking at the news, interview people that has no power. I'm looking at the news, interview people that don't have nothing, and they talking to people. I don't see them giving nobody no bottles of water. I don't see them bringing nobody to their sanctuary saying, hey, come over here, be over here. I don't see none of that. So my lights came on. The first thing I said was, when our internet stabilized. Right now, I only have one computer on. I have to be to work at 3 o'clock. I told my boss I thought about working overtime. I can't work overtime because I have to savor as much power as I can so that other people can be provided with power, because the more power that we're pulling, the longer it's taking for, I guess, the power sources to reach other places. But this was important to me. This part of the power use is very important for me, because we're just here in Richmond, Texas. Texas is a huge place. My boss said that by the time it hit them, it'll be raining. So it's still traveling. It's just that, once those things hit landfall, it loses power. But we are the people that got impacted very, very bad. By the grace of God, where we're at, nobody's house was tore up. Now, closer to the coast, it tore up houses. With ours, it's just our fence. Like our fences are down real bad. We had we had pieces of our trees in my backyard. My one of my fruit trees fell down, but it was just due to the gate falling on my tree. And then we was on our way to Kroger. There's a couple of big trees in the middle of the street, a couple of small trees that we had to kind of pause and dodge. But you know what? I do have to give a shout out to this area. I can't speak for no other area. I can only be in praise for those other areas that things are rapidly working for us. In this area, we were so calm. We was actually in HEB. Shout out to HEB, because a lot of companies opened the second day. I just had to give Target a whole segment because Target was on their stuff. Like Target, bro. Target, listen. Thank y'all. Seriously, Target. Thank y'all so much. But anyways, Kroger, the gas stations, y'all, they was just really making sure that nobody was acting crazy. Nobody was out there you only get $20 of gas. All of us need gas. Everybody was just in line, excited that we had gas to get. People that have been running their generators all night needed extra gas. Let me tell y'all, the blessing or the gift. I like to say gift. Blessed got the word less in it, so I don't really like to use that word. So I like to say gift. So let me tell you what was gifted to me. Me and my son was getting up every morning, just riding around our community right here, our community, and then the community next door. That's community when you leave our community, there's another set of houses, community next on the other side. So me and my son, we would get out every morning to go out there. We'll put bottles of cold water that was in the freezer, because again, our freezer wasn't freezing, but it was cold enough to refrigerate the water. And so we took a couple of cases of water out and just kind of drove around to see people eating anything. So one of my neighbors across the street, Mr. Prince, we just driving around. He outside. I said, "Hey neighbor, you okay? You good?" He said, "Yes, ma'am." I said, we just making our rounds, checking on everybody, making sure everybody good. He said, "Y'all good?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "I got my generator started." I said, "Yeah, I was going right now." He said, "Y'all have gas?" I said, "Well, no, I'm on my way to back to Kroger to go get gas, but I just wanted to kind of drive around and make sure all my neighbors was okay." He said, "Could you loop around and come back?" I said, "Yes, sir." I looped around and I came back. Mr. Prince gave me a 5 gallon thing of gas. I was just like, oh my God. Because I'm showing my son how to protect not just your family. The first thing you want to do is make sure that your family good. The next thing you want to do is make sure your surroundings is good. So I'm teaching my son how to go around and check on people. And in the midst of us checking on people, God provided us gas. And it's not that I didn't have the gas money to go get it. It just shows you that there's always a ram in the bush. We went to Sam's Club because, of course, really couldn't cook anything. We go to Sam's Club. It's 6 of us. All of us ate and got full off of $12. That's why I had to give a shout out to Sam's Club. So it's like through all of this, things are happening. But it's also, I feel like it's also my place and my space, that even if I can't reach those other areas, even if I can't reach those other areas, it is still my place and my space to just do something like this. When I got up this morning, it was just on my heart. My spirit said, go live. And I was like, go live. My spirit said, go live. Go live. And I have just been obeying the spirit. My spirit said, go live. And so that's what I did. So maybe it's one person that's going to wind up coming across this video. They can share it with somebody else. I actually reached out to a couple of people where I was on their live. So shout out to Big Dog Chico, and then also shout out to Coach Hayes, because I was actually on their lives. I did message them and ask them if they, if they could, because I think our time zones, especially I know me and Big Dog Chico time zone, is completely different because he's in Hawaii. So our time zones are different. And so I didn't know if he was woke. I just wanted to reach out because, again, you never know who this could reach. My thing is, to these companies that has access to battery operated things, the news is saying, hey, we doing this, we doing that. But there's a lot of people that's on these YouTube channels. There are a lot of people that is like right now everybody's YouTube, because I watch YouTube news. I'm not going to even lie. I'll watch YouTube news before I even go and watch actual news, because I just feel like we are the people that's inside of the stuff. I feel like we are the people that's experiencing what's happening, what's going on. And so it's like, my call out today is like, to people that can get to those companies that has things that's battery operated, call whoever you need to call. Call people and say, hey, y'all know the resources for Texas, the governor, and all this kind of stuff. Like, hey, we have this. Can we ship you out 200, 300? Even if you ship out 10, at least you provided 10 people with something that they didn't have. Even if you ship out one, at least you provided one person something that they didn't have. So my thing is that let's get the word out. Let's talk about Colorado, especially my Colorado people. Let's talk about Colorado. But in the midst of talking about Colorado had media day. I think it was yesterday or the day before. I haven't watched any of the media days right now, because right now all I'm trying to do is just get the message out there. Just get the message out there for our community. Get the message out there that the people in Texas can use things that are battery operated right now. Battery operated. If it's not battery operated, solar panel operated, or solar panels. They have all these commercials about, buy a meal, feed a child for a day. And those are great commercials. Those are great commercials. But what I'm saying is, somebody buy a solar panel, give 10 to the state of Houston. That's all I'm saying. Y'all already know who I am. I'm not going to waste y'all time. Y'all already know my slogan. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. And I'm out. Until next time, be safe. And those of you out there that's in Texas, that can get a small clip of this or a piece of clip of this, I hope I've done our state. Or I hope I've commercialized our state in the best way. Let's be helpers one to another. God is good. And I'm out. Let's go.